up getting 7.5, but I put an extra quarter unit on it because the hit rate was much better.
Okay. The only two I gave out were I gave out Red Sox minus 1.5, and that one just started. I think it's 0-0. And I gave out Yankees D-backs under, and I believe that one just started as well, 0-0.
It's 1-0.
Oh, who scored?
The D-backs just hit a solo shot. I think it was it Blaze? It was Blaze Alexander.
Wow, we were talking about him.
Yeah, friggin' Blaze, man, that guy.
What's up, everybody? So as you know, I just finished my NBA show 4 minutes ago. But this will be a really quick one. There's only 4 night games. Actually, a lot of our action is on, so we're probably not going to spend a ton of time here. I'd like to get these on the TV. So first up, this one's 6:45 Eastern time, I believe. Pirates Nats. This Pirates team continuing to deliver. I believe they are the most they're the most profitable team in the MLB so far. Obviously, they're undefeated. They're minus 148 favorites here. Over 9, under 9. My guy Trevor Williams getting the start here, Prop Beaver. We're Trevor Williams guys.
I don't know if I'm a Trevor Williams guy.
He's serious.
I wish he had a
like
single positive aspect to his game, because that would help with
He's a gamer.
what I'm about to say.
He's a gamer.
Yeah,
Clubhouse guy too, right?
Yeah, he's a clubhouse guy. Everybody knows that. Great jokes in the clubhouse. I would lean the Nationals first 5 money line here. I didn't give it out because I'm trying to be disciplined this year. Only really give out stuff if it has a true edge. And I feel like more so this is a bit of a gut call, but I just feel like right now Mitch Keller is not a guy that I trust. He came off a pretty weak effort against the Marlins team that we've been shitting on day in and day out. 7 hits, 5 runs, 2 walks, only 3 Ks. And with those Marlins bats, how they're looking, that's a bit concerning. Keller did dominate the Nats in their home match, in his matchup against them at home last year. 8 innings, 2 hits, 0 earned runs. But what about the ones in 2022? He had a 10.57 ERA and a 3 whip. Against the current lineup, he owns a mediocre 768 OPS and 286 OBA through 49 plate appearances. And if you look at Keller, his last 2 seasons, what has been his main weak spot? Road night games against lefties. 364 WOBA, 1.5 home run per 9, 163 whip. The Nats start 6 lefties versus right-handed pitchers. Are those lefties very good? No, but they do bat with their left hands. I know the Nats aren't supposed to be good against righties this season. I've been saying that. But if we look at the small sample size that the early season has provided us, I mean, they got an 120 WRC plus, a 200 ISO, 837 OPS. It's not like they were the dog shit lineup that literally couldn't make contact with righties last year. They're actually showing some fight against righties. And then meanwhile, on the other side, I don't. What else there to say about Trevor Williams? He's Trevor Williams. He has a pulse. He pitches. That's good. His last 2 starts against the Pirates were good, but that was in 2021. The one positive thing I can say about Trevor Williams is if you go into the splits like me, a psycho, last 3 years, where do you want to back Trevor Williams? Home night starts. 3.06 ERA, 1.13 whip, 281 WOBA. Pittsburgh has been really solid against lefties thus far, but they haven't been nearly as potent against righties. Still pretty good, but not to the same level against lefties. On top of that, they face 5 lefties in a row, so this might throw them a bit off the rhythm facing a righty, even if he is a piece of dog shit. So I just feel like at the plus money price, with the first 5 total for the Nats at minus 160 on DraftKings over 1.5. If we're going to get 2+ runs here from the Nats, 3+ maybe, I think that plus 120 is the way to go through the first 5. I will happily not try to fight that Pirates bullpen. Just keep it to the first 5.
All right, and I finally got the pick graphics and pie charts up. That's what I was doing that all the time. Prop Beaver, as you probably gathered, he's a Trevor Williams guy. His analysis of Trevor Williams was, what do you want me to say? He's got a pulse. He pitches. Kamish, what are your thoughts on Trevor Williams?
Does he have a pulse? Like, if we confirm that?
Yeah, can we?
I don't know.
Someone give me a reading on that.
Trevor Williams, to me, last year was one of, I think it was 8 guys that I had on a list that was like every single time he was on the mound, I found some way to fade him in some shape or another. Sub 20K percentage, below league average walk rate. Just
wait. Below league average, or do you mean like above?
Like worse than league average.
Worse. Right.
So like if you can't get strikeouts and you can't get ground balls,
and you're walking guys,
Yes, his walk rate was worse than the league average as well. I mean, that's a dark triad, right? You're not going to have a lot of success if you're doing those three things poorly. I'm really high on the Pirates this year. I haven't placed a bet yet in this game, but I mean, Pittsburgh at minus 148. I know they haven't lost yet, but maybe in the first five, I might jump on the first five here, the money line
with prop beaver
for the Pirates.
Oh, the Pirates first five.
Yeah.
Oh, so you're directly fading it.
I think either a Pirates team total or the Pirates money line. I'm going to wait and see if Boston or Seattle can deliver for me before I decide what to do here. But one or the other, I'm going to end up with.
All right, so I'm putting Pirates team total over or Pirates first five because that's what we're leaning towards.
Yep.
Let's bring Toast up. Toast, are you a Trevor Williams guy?
No, I played Pirates first five run line. I'm pretty happy with it. Pirates have been playing very good baseball. There's no question about that. I understand the Nats versus righties have been pretty good, but they also played 4 games in Great America Small Park. So those numbers seem to be, if anything, they're inflated to me. I do like what Mitch Keller's done. I understand that he doesn't have the best history against the Nats, but like Beaver said, he blanked them last year. I understand he didn't look good his first time out, but I do think that these lefties from the Nats are way below the league average. And the Pirates against righties, Cruz, Reynolds, Sawinski's all have power and can hit the ball. So, I'm not a Trevor Williams guy. I'm not a huge Mitch Keller guy, but I do think that the Pirates are playing really well right now, and I expect O'Neal Cruz to have over 1.5 total bases as well.
What about
Pirates first five run on it?
Can I get a bullpen usage report? I'm pulling it up now.
Pirates are 100% healthy, good to go. So are the Nats.
So both teams have the full bullpens at their disposal. Dude, I think I really want to take the Nats here. I'm putting the Nats up for me. I'm just be playing the number, but I don't think I'm actually going to bet it. I haven't put out any picks on the website for the night yet, so I
do have a play on the number later on today, though. Don't you worry.
This is where I would go. I like the Nats here, but I'm not going to actually bet it. So seems like they seem more confident on their Pirates stuff. So 70%, 18% in favor of Pittsburgh. Next. Rockies, Cubs. This game, there was like a bunch of runs in this game. They had the total at 6.5 at some point. Crazy. So we got the Rockies at plus 165. Cubs minus 200. We'll do over 7, under 7. There we go. Poll is running. Cast your votes. Prop review went first last time. Let's let Toast go first this time.
I played Rockies first five money line at plus 155 on Caesars. Play on the number for me, 100%. Luke Little and the other guy is going to be starting. I can't think of his name, but he's going to be the opener. But Luke Little's a lefty. If anything, I'll take the Rockies against lefties. That would be their better side. Not to mention that Little guy's only pitched 6 innings all of last year. Obviously, the Cubs went absolutely off last night, but with these 2 pitchers on the mound, I really don't think they should be priced this way. I understand how bad Kyle Quantrill has been, but I do think that he's a little bit better than what the Cubs are throwing out there right now. I could be dead wrong in here, but at this number at plus 155, it's well worth a half a unit for me.
The first 5 money line is plus 155. That seems like a huge. Really?
That's what I bet it at on Caesars.
Plus 155. Wow, that's a serious payout. Maybe the Rockies are that bad though. Kamish?
That could be very true.
So I think I told you guys a couple of days ago that in past years it's been a systems play for me. Whichever way the wind is blowing at Wrigley Field, if it's blowing in, I take the under. If it's blowing out, I take the over. But the books have been a little sharper on this. The lines have been way more sharp than they have been in the past. Well, it's still 100%. Whatever way the wind's been blowing, that's the way the total's gone. I think it was 2 days ago, wind blowing in, game ended up with only 5 runs. Yesterday, wind blowing out, ended up.
I thought yesterday the wind was blowing in.
It was forecasted in when we did the show the night before, and then when we woke up the next day, the forecast had changed.
Oh, so my God.
Mother Nature's a bitch, bro.
I know. That's Chicago weather, man. Like, it's just so unreliable. That's why sometimes books won't release a total at Wrigley until the day of, because they open themselves up to a lot of exposure there. But ended up with 14 runs last night. Today, though, and we're only a couple hours from first pitch, wind blowing in 18 miles an hour from left field. I can't bet it. At least I can't bet it large because he mentioned Luke Little for the Cubs. Major command issues. Every single level of professional baseball this dude has been at, he's walked double-digit % of the guys he's faced. So wind obviously has nothing to do with that. If he's putting guys on base for free, then a little bleeder through the hole, something like that could be some runs. Cal, I could actually get behind Cal in this spot.
What?
He throws a lot of strikes. I can't bet the Rockies. Like this is, I just can't. But I agree with Toast. Like if you're gonna bet a side in this game, I think Rockies first 5 money line.
You guys are nuts, man. With these Rockies bets. I mean,
it's a price thing though. It's
Beaver,
just a price.
The Rockies, I just looked it up, the least profitable road team in the MLB last
Oh,
year.
and they might set a new major league record for worst road record in major league history this year. But if there's a game they're gonna win, Mother Nature's gonna protect Cal Contral at all costs in this one. They just need to just get on base against Luke
for
Little.
me, and that's another thing. It's a getaway day. I'm just saying, like at 155, I think I can do a lot worse than spending my money. That's all I feel.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I agree with Toast all the way. I mean, I'm not gonna like actually give that out or anything, but from what he said, everything makes sense. So I'll tail him, but yeah. What am I gonna lay minus 190? I mean, even Commissioner know his name. He said friggin' Lee Little. Lee Little made me laugh out loud.
You hit the only time you hit the last time you bet the Rockies prop Beaver.
Yeah, but I need to feel it in my bones for it to be a full-on, give it out to the people type play.
Someone said you can make it plus 300, and I'm not betting the Rockies. Yeah, I'm
that's
not.
fair. I think that's a really
100%
smart thing
fair.
that person just said.
Yeah, I'm not. I agree that Cal Quantrill might have the starting pitching advantage here. I like Quantrill. I agree with the Rockies have the better starting pitcher on the mound, and plus 155 in the first 5. That makes complete sense. I'm not going to do it.
If it was plus
no,
100,
I agree.
I might.
50%, 24% in favor of the Cubs.
If it was plus 200, I'd happily give out like plus 1.5 in the first 5 and still get like.
Yeah, absolutely.
Next game, Toronto, Houston.
And I hate that.
Astros minus 144, over 8.5, under 8.5. So Commissioner's under. Hit with flying colors last night. He really
there's no Pepe Le Pew on the mound. When you have a good pitcher on the mound, that's how it happens.
Commish I would assume that with Chris Bassett making a road start and Christian Javier on the mound, there's no way you're going back to an under, right?
No, absolutely not. But as long as either Boston or Seattle cash for me this afternoon, I'm going to be on the Astros because I think Chris Bassett is going to have an absolutely horrific season. He's 35 years old now. This is a guy whose skill set just does not age well whatsoever. Doesn't throw particularly hard. There's just not really anything I can get behind with Bassett here. I know the Astros have struggled. It does worry me a little bit that they keep running out these super right-handed heavy lineups, and Bassett is better against righties. But if you take the full game here, I'm taking the Astros bullpen over the Blue Jays bullpen, and
in its current state, at least.
For sure. And I'll put my trust in guys like Kyle Tucker and Yordan Alvarez to get going a little bit here.
I have to give the Blue Jays pen credit. I mean, I haven't been backing them in the full game because I'm scared of them, and I feel like they've been pretty good every time I've backed off of them because of that exact reason. Last night, they were great.
Yeah, I don't think they're terrible, but if you're giving me Ryan Presley and Brian Abreu rested and healthy at the back end, and Hader can't possibly continue to be this bad. I'm just gonna take the full game, and that's
sure about that.
Agree.
George Kirby's getting hit up.
Yeah, he's getting fucking rocked. Sucks.
Is he?
Yeah,
yes.
I wanted to bet Cleveland.
Doubles, everything. It's bad.
In a home day start.
Dude,
no,
I can't even.
All right.
He can't even speak. He's speechless.
Well, the Red Sox aren't scoring runs. It's just like.
Well, the Red Sox are in this. They've got up twice.
Yeah, but I got first 5 run line. I only got 2 more shots left.
Oh.
The Red Sox have just been lazy at the plate today, man. They're watching fastballs down the pipe at 88 miles an hour.
I just need the under in that Yankees D-back, so I'm looking good there. But I'm with you on the
I
Red
got
Sox.
the first 5 under. I need that too, but
Prop beaver?
Yes. So in this one, I know he's probably not Kamish's favorite guy, but I have an affinity for this guy. I'm back on my boy Christian Javier. I'm back in the comeback tour. We're on date number 2.
Comeback tour.
We're on date number 2. It's a location in Houston again, great city. We're going with under 2.5 earned runs here. I feel like we're catching a nice price here simply due to the fact that Javier had a second half meltdown in 2023. He went over his final 14 of 22 starts. So I was trying to justify to myself, why is this at 2.5? That's why. It makes a bit more sense. But I'm not going to forget how special this dude looked in 21 and 22. And his 2024 debut against the Yankees, that was on full display. 6 innings, 4 hits, 0 runs, 6 Ks. Now I'm going to face a Toronto lineup that me and Kamish, we don't like this lineup. I don't think it's very good. And,
we don't like it.
And if you've seen them lately, my Christ, they look rough. The last 3 righty starters to face Toronto have held them to 1 combined run and 13 base runners through 21 innings. That's Ronel Blanco, who I think stinks, Aaron Savale, who's really solid, and Littell, who's okay. All are solid, but the ceiling Javier showed in 2022, he clears all of them. On the season, the Jays now own a 60 WRC plus, 111 ISO, and 531 OPS against righties. One could argue they've had probably 2 good innings against righties this year. One when they hit the home run against, I forget the closer's name, Hader last night, and the one against Eflin where they lit him up for 5 innings in the 6th. Other than that, they have been horrible against righties this season. And if we look at Javier's career as a starter, what's his best spot? At home against righties, elite 215 WOBA, elite 0.74 whip, and elite 27.5 K to BB percentage. The Jays have 6 righties, including their best hitters. The 3 lefties are Cavan Biggio, Kiermaier, and Varsho. Kiermaier has a negative 65 WRC plus against righties this year. If those 3 lefties want to beat me tonight, I could take the loss, but I can't pass up the value here. I'm right on my boy Javier.
Let me ask you though, because I like what you said, and I'm down. I'm down with the Christian Javier comeback. What did you call it?
Tour.
The comeback tour. I'm down with it. Except if you like Christian Javier to pitch to have a quality start, why wouldn't you just play the Astros like a double result or something?
That's actually not a bad idea. This was just the first thing that came to me. I was looking at the game, so I locked this in immediately, and then I started moving on to the other ones. But yeah, I mean, I like the Astros pretty much every way tonight. I would take a double result with them happily. I would take the under 2.5 earned runs. The reason I'm not rushing to the window to fade Toronto is strictly because Bassett is good against righties. And
oh my God,
Astros
you're not going to tell me Bassett's not going to pitch well, dude.
But as I will say, his numbers against Jordan Alvarez, horrendous. That's a lefty right there. So as long as Jordan and Tucker and a few other guys can get going, I mean, Astros should win this one. I'm just going to keep fading the Blue Jays lineup at all costs. This lineup is dead.
I like what both you guys said. I think Javier's going to pitch well, and I don't think you could trust Bassett. Even though prop beaver, our notes do indicate that Houston at home against righties has just been a dead spot offensively. So maybe that could be your angle, that you're just going to stick with Javier under 2.5 runs. But I'm with Kamish. I think I'll probably just play this on the money line. It's a lot of juice to lay, but I can see me putting. You know what? Let me write this one down. This I might bet this one and put it on my ticket. So
not only are the Indians running all over the Mariners, Bo Naylor strikes out. Fucking Savala misses it, and now it's first and third one out. It is just absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, this one might be a loss.
Oh,
that's a really rough start.
Oh yeah, it's a loss. That's guaranteed.
I don't know, man. Logan Allen's on the hill. I'm not losing faith yet, but it definitely hurts when
I am with the Mariners bats. I was expecting
Padres got 2 on, no out.
Yeah, I have a full unit on the Astros. Yeah, I really like them here today. I'm a big Christian Javier guy. I'm pretty sure I don't have it in front of me, but in the games that he pitched last year, I understand he didn't have, as far as numbers wise, good second half. But in the games he pitched, the Astros won a lot of those games. The Astros put up a lot of runs. That has nothing to do with what I'm betting it today. I was just trying to stick up for my boy a little bit. Javier can be up and down, and he struggles against lefties, but obviously Beaver took care of all that stuff. I just think that this is a spot for the Astros in a home spot, and I don't want to call it a must-win game a week into the season, but they look terrible. Toronto's not going to have their closer in Green, who's went back-to-back or 2 of the last 3 days, and I understand that the bad guys aren't going to have Hader, but I actually think that's a good thing. Presley's going to be in his regular role, Abreu, Montero, all those guys, so I actually think that's a positive. Hader's just not that guy right now. So I really like the Astros today.
Hader's just not that guy.
He's not.
His command
right now.
What'd you say, Prop Beaver?
Not right now.
I'll just get the Boston game on. They got 2 men on here in the fourth.
Thank God for the Oakland defense, man. They're trying to give this to us. They're really trying.
I just can't believe Kirby's getting shelled. Like, that's just the crazy part.
47%, 39% on Houston. So most of our viewers are on Houston, but it's not overwhelming. Definitely a lot of people watching that like the Blue Jays. Next game and the final game of the night. Glasnow is pitching in this one, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
They're gonna. So that's just another thing to watch. Dave Martin or whatever his name, Roberts, said that in his press conference today that they're going to be trying to give these guys rest as much as possible. So you can expect bullpen days with Grove and stuff like that, at least probably once a week.
Prop Beaver last night, Giants plus 1.5 would have hit. Just saying.
I texted Toast about it. I said, this stupid prick. Also, Judge just hit a fucking home run. Oh,
damn it. How many runs?
it's just 2. So 2-1 Yankees, top
All
4.
right, I can live with that.
Fuck. Of course, I'm on the first 5 under.
I just need to stay under 8.5, man. Wait, no, you're still alive. They're in the.
I'd rather be on the first 5 under.
Yeah, I'd rather be on the first 5
You'd rather
under.
be on the first 5 under with 3 runs in that.
Yeah, in the
With
fourth
an
inning.
8.5 with full bullpens.
With 3.
Yeah, I would for sure. I would take my chances. I think you got a chance here, Toes.
3 runs through 10 outs. You're on pace to hit.
Yeah.
Okay, so Prop Beaver, what do you think about this one?
I don't know. I don't know if I could fade the Dodgers again until Mookie Betts calms down. This dude's a freak in nature. I mean, he was at a point he was like single-handedly beating the Giants last night. It's actually like unfair because Ohtani isn't even that good right now. Mookie Betts is just like, it's like historically good. So I got nothing. I will say I don't really want to be backing the Dodgers this year against lefties because if I'm going to pay the premium, I want to pay the premium against their better split. We've seen the 2 lefties they faced haven't exactly gotten shelled like the righties. The lefties they faced both gotten past 5 innings. The righties they're facing, some good ones too, aren't even reaching like the 4th inning. So, yeah, just a pass for me.
Okay. Let's switch it over to Toast. You like this kid, Harrison, right? Boston! Did he score?
No,
No,
freaking
I don't
Costas
really
got a bad read on it.
Oh, my God. He didn't. Yeah, damn it. Bases loaded.
Now we need to. They have 6 hits and they haven't scored a freaking run
I know.
yet, man.
It's crazy. It's tragic.
I can't with this right now.
Toast, you like this kid, Harrison, right, for the Giants?
Not really. I liked him against the Padres that night because they're just or whatever it was. No, it wasn't against the Padres, against somebody else. But yeah, it's Dodgers or pass for me. I'm not going to try to bet the Giants again. It's just not worth my time or energy to fade this Dodgers team anymore. So
Dodgers or pass. I mean, I was considering laying the 1.5.
Well, yeah, that's the only way to play the Dodgers. The Dodgers have played more run games in the first week than they have in the last 3 years.
Yeah. So I'll put that up for me, but I doubt that
There's
I
a run.
Is he?
You
Did he
gotta
score?
score,
Did he score?
Costas.
He's slow as
Move
hell.
your ass, bro.
Oh my
Really?
God, that was actually close. All right, Bo Sox take a lead.
Needed it.
A shove now.
All right,
Needed it.
Commish.
So I played Young-Hoo Lee under a half strikeouts in this one at plus 200. Just
Wait, I'm
for
sorry.
the times.
What?
Leadoff hitter for the
play that
Giants.
every single day.
Yep, I play it every single
You're
day.
just betting him not to strike out.
Yeah,
Yep.
under 0.5 Ks. It's same right under hits, runs, and RBIs.
Lee?
It's like 2 sections down.
It's been unbelievably profitable so far. I know it's
He's their
Glass
leadoff
now.
hitter.
I know it's a tough matchup, but Glass now typically doesn't get super deep in the game. So optimistically, maybe he gets 2 at-bats against Glass now. If he can survive that, then he gets 2 at-bats against I don't think a stellar Dodgers bullpen. So plus 200, I'm on that. I do really like Tyler Glass now, though. Kyle Harrison only has 1 good pitch, which makes it a little tough to bet an under here. Because I'm with you, Prop Beaver. The Dodgers against lefties, Steven Matz didn't really they didn't get to Steven Matz in that game, which was shocking to me. And they had Max Muncy out of the lineup. They didn't have all those lefties in there. They still couldn't get to Steven Matz. Kyle Harrison, still a young kid who's developing. The Dodgers should win this game. Like I might play the 1.5, the minus 1.5 with Glass now on the mound, but I don't the lefty thing.
I don't understand.
It might be a better live spot.
What I don't understand is this is going to sound crazy, but the reason I probably won't bet Dodgers minus 1.5 is I don't fully understand the price. You get the Dodgers in Dodger Stadium with one of the best pitchers in baseball on the mound. Shouldn't this be like minus 265?
I mean, they had a bullpen day yesterday, so maybe that plays into it a little bit.
I think you guys just are way bigger on the Giants than I am.
I think the Giants are good, but the Kyle Harrison pitched well the other day, so I think people are probably reacting to that. Books tend to have a difficult time accurately pricing these young pitchers. They end up pricing them more what's the perception of them than what's their true talent.
I mean, he also faced the Dodgers last year. He went 10 and a third innings, only gave up 2 runs on 3 hits. So, I mean, he has very good history against the Dodgers.
It could have been during that stretch. Do you remember there was like a month there where the Dodgers weren't hitting, though? It was in like July into August.
This was late in the year, so
they were probably hot again. All right.
Couldn't have been Mookie. Mookie had to be on base like still every time.
Doesn't really sound like any of us are taking action other than that
Mookie
under
was
strikeout.
1 for 3, and
okay, let's do. Wait, we can't do a community parlay. There's only 4 games.
only 1 for 7.
So
he's due toast. He's due, right, proper Beaver.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So that's it. There's only 4 games. You can't do a community parlay. Everyone, thanks for watching. Told you it'd be a quick one. Tomorrow there's only a few games. What's the deal tomorrow?
Yeah, I think we should do
what do you guys want to do?
2 p.m. something like that.
There's a game at 12.
There's a game at 1. I'm seeing.
Yeah, but the Mets is a doubleheader.
Oh right,
Yeah.
and we don't even. Yeah, so the first game that isn't a doubleheader is 4 o'clock.
Because of that, yeah.
Man, I hate like bouncing the start time around all over the place though.
What time about 11:30? We can do 11:30.
Yeah, let's just do 11:30. A lot of people are in there. There was over 1,100 viewers, so I think people are down with that around lunchtime to watch. So yeah, we'll do 11:30 a.m. There's only 4 games to get to, and then the Mets doubleheader. So we'll start the show out by going through the Mets doubleheader, see if there's anything, and then we'll go through the 4 games. It's a really light day. It's also a light day in the NBA tomorrow too. And the NBA show will be at – I'm going to probably do the NBA show at the normal time, 4 p.m., because we're doing a baseball show that day. And I have Ronald coming on, UCapper. So the NBA show, 4 p.m., MLB show, 11:30 a.m. tomorrow. And we're going to upload some stuff tonight, but it'll be shorter. There's not a ton of action. So, yeah, see everyone tomorrow. Hopefully we have ourselves a great night. Remember to bet responsibly. And let's go Cleveland Cavs. I'm the only one in the world on Cleveland tonight.
Oh, I'll bet I'm with you.
Oh, yeah.
Padres on the board.
Let's go.
Yeah, Zach Thompson
Why
walked him
didn't I
in.
post that on the
Zerk.
site?
Jerks and Profar. Just a stud.
Love it.
And the D-backs got out of the 4th.
Here comes Rosario with a grand salami. It's just,
All right,
I feel it.
all
I
right.
feel it.
I
in
need
my
the D-backs to fucking score. F you.
No, can we just wait like a couple
Yeah,
of
are
innings?
the Orioles going to
Can
play?
they score 1? Can they score
No,
1? Can we
we're
tie?
all on the under.
Oh yeah, we're good. Wait,
I'm
no,
on the first 5 money line. Fuck you.
Yeah,
A
sorry.
tie? No, that
Sorry,
would
that's an L.
kill my under.
All right, guys. We'll talk to you later. Remember to bet responsibly today. See you tomorrow. Later.
See you guys.
Oh no, tie's good. Yeah, we're good, Beaver. Tie good.
Yeah, tie's good. Let's.